This call is being recorded.
Hi, this is Jessica from the Boston law firm Pearson Spector Litt. We're mostly a corporate law firm, and we generally just wanted to know a little bit about what Clio does. So we currently use QuickBooks for invoicing, but just to my knowledge, you do more than invoicing, correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So we actually have a very all-inclusive platform. Our goal is to make sure your typical day-to-day bookkeeping, day-to-day invoicing, case management, case preparation is all done in one centralized location. So you can set up a case on Clio. It will have specific platforms and specific applets for different types of law. And it will also be connected to your invoicing system. So when that case comes to rest, you'll be able to send an invoice out. Our entire platform is around making case preparation, case management a very well visualized process and a very organized process so the different members of your law firm can understand how different cases work very quickly and you can have all of that information organized.
Okay, so could you elaborate a bit more on this case management information? So how does that work? With managing notes or?
Yeah, so it's not just a matter of organizing notes. What we are really dedicated is that there's many different moving parts of a case. The plaintiffs, the defendants, the benefiters, the takers, who's involved, who's the judge involved, what's at stake, what people are suing for. There's a lot of different things. So what we have is, for instance, a corporate law case regarding a property. We will have a way for you to organize the data in a platform, organize the way what the property is, what the specific statutes do we need to be concerned about, references to the statutes, preceding cases that might matter when arguing for those statutes, so that you have all that at your fingertips. And even the research process regarding each individual case is expedited through the Clio platform.
Okay. And then I also have a bit of a tricky question, but what are some of the things that the product needs to improve, and what are you doing to improve them?
Yeah, absolutely. So one of the things that we typically get is that I have this specific type of case. It's a very unique case. Is there a way for me to do this in Clio? And sometimes, no, we don't have a module just for that. So most of our day-to-day work in our engineering department is actually building those custom modules for our lawyers and law firms so that they're able to have that functionality down the road. That being said, a grand majority of the main types of cases you're going to deal with on a day-to-day basis, there is some type of formatted structure in Clio that you'd be more than welcome to take advantage of.
Okay, I do appreciate the information there. I know that can be kind of a touch and go question. So sort of through another vein, could you sort of elaborate a bit more about online payments? For us, this is a huge issue because we do all of our billing via checks, and it feels a little bit outdated right now, so we're looking for a new platform to switch to.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we actually do that's fantastic is you can do the invoicing in the platform. So this involves sending an invoice out, taking a credit card payment.
Sorry to interrupt here, but if I do appreciate the information, but if I could kind of steer the conversation a little bit more to what your merchant fees are or any other hidden fees that you may have in your payment process.
Oh yeah, great question. And so we actually have no main hidden fees. It's just a typical 2.9% of any credit card transaction that any merchant provider will take, and the standard subscription or whatever tier you're using with Clio.
Okay, this is quite interesting. So let me speak to both of my partners, and maybe next week I'll get back in touch with you if we're ready to move forward on anything.
Yeah, absolutely. I appreciate the interest and definitely would love to sit down with you on a demo. If possible, could we schedule something for next week? I think it's actually the best way to understand the platform is to actually see it and visualize it because it is a very visual thing. So if it sounds good to you, could I shoot you some times and then we could kind of figure out when we could chat next week?
Sure. Yeah, it would be great, I guess, to see it in person as well. So I should be able to get my partners in on it. Just shoot me an email with some times, and we can take it forward from there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you so much for taking the time and looking forward to chatting in the future.